family. Before I take you into my thrift store treasures video, I just want to give you a couple tips on how to shop at a thrift store. First of all, a thrift store is different than a consignment shop. A thrift store sells donated items at a lower cost. A consignment shop sells items that their consigners bring in, and their prices are slightly higher because they have to make money and they also have to give money once the item sells to their consignor. Another tip that I would recommend is that you would make a list before you go to the thrift store. I say make a list because with the cost being so low, you tend to pick up a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily need or even want. Another tip is to go to the thrift store on their half-off days. It's a greater savings. Another tip that I would suggest is that you get to know a sales clerk. And once they get to know you and see you often, they'll let you know about special deals that are coming up. Another tip that I have would be for you to shop off-season. I tend to shop off-season, meaning in the summer, I'm shopping for winter clothing. I came across this past summer some Ralph Lauren sweaters with tags on them that valued probably about $1,000, and I end up paying $25 for all of them. Just another tip. At this time, I'd like to take you into my thrift store treasures, and I hope you enjoy it. Hi family, today's video is my thrift store treasures. I'll start here. I like Coach, but I like the vintage Coach. So I bought a vintage Coach at my thrift store, probably guessing on a half-off day, and it's one of my go-tos. I love this bag. Talking about my car coat. I got this car coat for about $4 or $5 a couple weeks ago at my thrift store, and I got it home and I wanted to do something different with it, so I had some faux fur from a different project laying around, and I attached a faux fur to the collar and then to the sleeve, and I think it gave it a perfect elegant touch or elegant look. And I always have fabric, because I sew, I always have fabric laying around. So the fabrics that you'll see draping around, it's just silk that I've had from different projects. Okay, let's start here. Again, I like the vintage Coach bags, so most of the time I either have to get them online or at my thrift store. I think this bag here was one that I got from an online seller. And I had already had the shoes. I think I bought these also online, the Coach shoes, to match the bag. Classic, timeless. I love them. To me, it doesn't get any better than black and white. And this Coach medium-sized tote bag is probably my go-to more often than other bags. Only because, like I said, you can dress black up, you can wear it casual, and the shoes to match. I think I got this bag online, I ordered it online, and then I got the shoes just last week to match. And usually when I buy the bag, somewhere, somehow down the line, I buy the accessories. This is just a small Coach wallet that I have. Moving down the line, these are Rockport suede shoes. I bought the shoes and I had them for probably a couple years. I actually bought them from a department store and I had them for a couple years, and I wasn't thinking of matching them up with the bag. Just so happened, probably about 5 years ago, I was at a thrift store and I found the bag. It's not the same name, but I think it matches the shoe perfect. And I love the ensemble. Next I have here a pair of sandals, slingback sandals. These were actually free. I love free. I ordered these from where did I get these from? I think I bought these from Zulily, if I'm not mistaken. And they came damaged. So they told me to keep the shoes. I took the shoes they refunded my money. I took the shoes to my shoe repair guy and he fixed the shoes and they turned out perfect. Now my bag here, this is those Harvey seatbelt bags. They're made out of seatbelts. I think I got this at one of my thrift stores a couple years back for like maybe $4. Love that bag. That bag will never wear out. Okay, my other thrift store find. This genuine lambskin leather coat, believe it or not, about 12 years ago, I picked this up at a consignment shop. Now, consignment shops are just a little bit different than a thrift store. Thrift stores are going to be less. Consignment shops are going to be more, because consignment shops, they have to pay the consignor and they also have to make money. So there's a little difference there in what you're paying for. I actually got this coat for 50 cents. I paid 50 cents because it had white markings down the front, which they had on a clearance rack, and I thought I would have to dye the coat once I got it home, only to find out that it was actually snow and sleet down the front, and once I actually cleaned the coat, it didn't need to be dyed. And this is just a scarf that I have had, and I just attached it there to the scarf, to the coat. Love that coat, and I've gotten a lot of wear out of that coat. Lately, I have been, because of the Tablescapes, picking up more household things for my Tablescapes at the thrift stores. I'm sure you've seen these glasses before. I've used these a number of times through my Tablescapes, and I love these. I love the look of the Martini Glass. I love the stem, and I use them for different things throughout my Tablescapes. And I'm sure you'll see them again. Here I go again, family. I have another favorite. This Coach bag here, again, is one of my favorite. You can't go wrong with a black bag, and especially the leather on it. I love the leather. I just clean it, put moisturizer on it, and grab it by the two handles here, and I go. I have a funny story though I want to tell about this Coach bag. I liked the bag, and I saw it online, but I didn't want to pay what they wanted online. So I called my Coach outlet store, and I gave them the numbers. They punched the numbers in the computer. They could actually see the bag. But she said, ma'am, that bag is 25 years old. We wouldn't have that bag anymore. I said, okay, I'll get the bag online. I ordered the bag online, but it came without a hang tag. And I like the hang tags on my bags. So I bought my husband a bag, say about 3 years ago when we were on vacation, and it was a bag for him to carry his laptop and papers and what have you. And I knew his bag came with a black leather hang tag. So knowing my husband knew nothing about Coach hang tags, I said to him, would you mind if I take your hang tag on your bag? He said, what's a hang tag? I said, oh, and I grabbed hold of his. I said, oh, there's just this here. He said, no. He said, I want everything that came with my bag. And of course, he said, you maybe need to order one. And I did, but of course we bust out laughing because we both knew he didn't really know what a hang tag was. So, just a cute story. This bowl here is a crystal bowl that I use in one of my videos, and I'm sure you'll see it again. I love it. And these candle holders here, you haven't seen yet, but you probably will, because I can do floating candles in those. And I got those from my thrift stores. This crystal bowl here, I think you've seen before, and I use it sometimes to put things in for my tablescapes. My crystal napkin rings. These I found, I think, after Christmas, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I think I paid about $5. If that, was a great buy. Another one of my favorites, my go-to, my red Coach bag. And of course I had to buy the red change purse. That is another bag that I got online, because when I inquired about that bag probably is about 20 years old also. Lately I've been picking up candle holders because I like to use them in my tablescapes. This candle holder, I really like the detail on it, so I picked it up and I put a candle plate holder underneath, and I made a kissing ball for the top. And I love how that turned out. My centerpiece vase. I have been looking at this and watching this at my thrift store probably for a couple of weeks, and I thought I better snag it before somebody else gets it. So I went on the date. It's half off. Like I said, most thrift stores once a week will have half off day. And I think I grabbed this, got this for about $5 or $10. I love the detail of it. It's very, very heavy and sturdy. It reminds me, now it's not marked, but it reminds me of Waterford Crystal. I think that's what caught my eye. I really like it. And I use it in the videos and tablescapes, and I also use it at home here with my fall decor. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that sums up a lot of my thrift store finds. Now let me know if you like this video and you'd like to see another one, because what I have now in my mind is maybe doing one at a later date, and it would consist of jewelry, furniture, and cars. If you'd like to see that, just let me know in the comments section, and at a later date I will be doing that. In closing, I came across a quote a couple weeks ago that has been a blessing to me, and I want to share. It says, no matter how you feel, get up. I get up because he wakes me up. And if he wakes me up, that means he still has a purpose and a plan for my life. I dress up because I don't know where he's taking me today. And when I get there, I don't want to be underdressed. I show up here and here because I don't know if he needs me to pour into somebody else or if he wants somebody to pour blessings into me. And last but certainly not least, I never give up, because Christ died that I may live life and have life more abundantly. So until next time, be blessed.